Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy the Dreadhead Ninja Bot Rodimus Black, and I'm back today to talk to you about iGear Raptor Squadron. Having some technical difficulties with my camera, but don't you worry, we're gonna get that fixed. And while I work on that, I just want to thank you for tuning in and joining me here in my living room again. I think that's a little bit better. Maybe not. Right there. There we go. Tighten that down. Okay. Ta-da! There we go. Alright, yeah, I just want to welcome you back to my living room and thank you for tuning in and watching. And thank everybody out there for the continued support and love. I really do appreciate it. I love getting comments in the feedback and just engaging in conversation with people online. And if you're watching this and you're one of the people who have commented on one of my videos and I did not respond back to you, I apologize. I do try my best to get back to everybody. Sometimes it could be a little bit difficult. I mean, we all know life happens and it's easy to get distracted. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and talk about some toys. Alright, so I recently made this purchase on eBay and I got the 3-pack of the cone heads, and they include let's go with Athidid, which is the name for Ramjet. And here's his little card. Sorry for the glare from my camera. Try to get that out of there. But yeah, they all come with their own little card, and it has like ConAir on it and a nice little picture of them. And on the back it gives you like their little specs as to their strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, rank, courage, fire blast, and skill. Alright. This guy's best at speed and endurance, so those are especially important. So there is your Ramjet. Next up we have Cacophony, also better known as Dirge, with his card and all the tech specs on the back of that. Next is one of my favorites, Thrust, also known as Vertikill for the ConAir series. Back of that card. And then after I picked up this set on eBay for $130, like I fell in love with it, despite its the flaws and everything, because there are some issues, some glaring issues that I'm going to talk about with this set. But despite it, I absolutely love it. So after I bought these three, I came across Skywarp, also known as Skywind. I came across him for another $50, and and I'm really happy with it because he's one of my favorite seekers. Him and obviously Starscream. But I am going to try to get up on all of them, get the whole set. But so yeah, let's go ahead and talk about these. I left 2 of them in their jet modes, just so we could talk about the jet modes first. So here we have Thrust, and I think they did a really, really good job on these. Really good job. Like from the jet mode, you would think they were masterpiece scale, but they're not. They're a little bit shorter. Bottom cleans up nice. And they all have like retractable landing gear that goes up and down on the legs as well. They come with like their little missiles. They all come with extra heads, bases, stands for them to sit on. So I mean, they did a really good job. Style wise, I really, really love this set. They did a great job on the engineering, great job on the stylized look for all 4 of them. And I absolutely love it. I really do. Like, this fits into my collection and where my collection is going right now. This really fits in. These are really standout pieces. So here we have Skywarp. I have him up on his stand so you can see how that looks. Person I bought it from had like the repro label stickers on the wings. I did not like the way they had it done. I did not like them at all. It just actually cheapened the figure to me. So I went ahead and took them off already. One of these days I'll go on reprolabels.com and I will go ahead and buy some new stickers for them. But as of right now, I don't like the ones that they had on there. I'll get something else that better suits my personal preferences. You know what I mean? We're all in this. We're all collecting. You got to make sure that it's what you want. But yeah, that's the base that they all come with. And the base does work with both modes, which is really awesome. Alright, here's Ramjet. Get up in there, see the face. And they all come with unique weapon systems, which I thought was a really nice touch. One of my biggest issues with the figures is that, one, they have very, very weak ball joints. So if you look here at the head, like that is just, it's almost like a bobblehead. It's very hard to make him maintain a pose head-wise, because the head just falls right over. Same thing with like the hands. They are on ball joints. They're very weak. But everywhere else, the joints are tight and beautifully toleranced, and I absolutely love them. Other glaring issue, I wish the wings on the back of the legs would have folded in. He's not so bad. Like, Ramjet's not that bad because the wings they can go straight back. But on Dirge, because they have like these, this part of the wing, if you put them straight back, they almost look like they're going to bump into each other. And I just wish there was maybe like a folding mechanism. Also, I wish they would have continued the gold paint to the underside of the wing as well, because that would have been really nice, a really nice touch. Because these are really, while they're great builds and great designs, they are definitely lacking tremendously in the paint department. But here in the face, you can see they have red in the eyes, little gray paint, some silver paint in here, some more gray paint. Move that out the way. Blue and black paint. I mean, they have paint, they have color, but it's just, there's so much detail in there that's just begging to be brought out. And I don't think that they did their figures justice. I think they could have did a little bit better. But, you know, that's one of the greatest parts about being a customizer, is that you can do that kind of stuff yourself. It kind of leaves that window open for you. And sometimes when you resell something, if you do a good job on the customization, you know, sometimes you get a little bit more money for it as well. People really appreciate the extra work and love that was put into it when you do something like that. So, yeah, but you do have like a little bit of silver paint down here. But I mean, either which way, it definitely fits, like I said, my style of collecting. You know, now that there's a lot more options out there and I have the ability to purchase a few more of these options, it works. And let me show you what I mean. Okay, now right here is one of my favorite pieces in my collection. Is Make Toys Despotron, also known as Megatron. And fix the camera angle again. They look really, really good together. Really, really good together. I mean, they're great for the size wise. They scale beautifully together. Even though they're not Make Toys, they fit in with the Make Toys look. And this is more so where I'm headed collecting wise. And I just wanted some Seekers that were going to look good next to Megatron and, you know, the rest of my Decepticons. And that way I can have that really dope ass stylized shelf. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop right here for a moment, and I'm going to get the last two. I'm going to get Skywarp and Thrust transformed, and we'll go ahead and take a look at them all together. We are back. Took me a few minutes to get these transformed, but now we have all four plus Megatron transformed. So here we have Skywarp, we have our Ramjet, Megs, we have Dirge, and we have Thrust. And I absolutely love Thrust. Love him, love him, love him. I love that color choice on this guy. Unfortunately, he has the worst bobblehead effect of all of them. I mean, look at this. Like, that is just ridiculous, right? Like, he can't hold anything. But, you know, that's a minor flaw. That's something, a little bit of crazy glue, let that dry on the ball peg, put it back on, it's going to be absolutely fine. That's a really easy fix. I believe when these first came out, they were at pricing at just over like $100 a piece. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, to me, these are not worth that price. Alright. I would never pay $100 a piece for these figures. They're beautiful to look at, but not worth it. Right now, I'm averaging about $50 per figure, maybe a little bit less. I'll say 48 bucks each right now, and I think that's fair. That's more than fair for what you're getting. You're not going to get anything like this out of Hasbro, especially not in this scale. So, and I don't see anybody else making these types of Seekers. Everybody else seems to be sticking to the more masterpiece look for their Seekers, and you just get one type of masterpiece figure after another one. And frankly, I'm just not into any of them. This is what I wanted to see. All right, so I'm just going to go over the articulation of one because they're all basically the same. So obviously, let's do Skywarp head, and he actually has the best head posability. His holds like a champ. That is beautifully toleranced, beautifully done. You have no problems out of that. But yeah, the head's on a ball joint, so you can get all the way up if you need to. You can get that far down. You can get side to side. You can even get a little bit of a tilt out of that as well. All right, I don't know if my big thumb masked that. Elbows, for the sake of transformation, are double jointed. So you have a joint here and a joint down here as well. So you can get like a lot of articulation out of that. I don't know what the degree is on it. You do get a bicep swivel here at the top, and the gun part that does swivel independently as well. So you have and it's all based out here off a mushroom peg. You get waist swivel, which is really good. You can pretty much get a full 360 out of that. You get all the way out. Excuse me, wing blocked it, but yeah, you can get all the way out for, as Bobby Skullface would say, the full Van Damme. You can get about that. Fell over, but yeah, you get pretty much all the way out. I mean, that's what more do you really need? You know, you don't need that much. Then you can get about that far forward with it, and all the way back as well. So full Monty. All right. Now the chest plate does have a bad habit of popping loose. On all the figures, they all suffer from that exact same flaw. It just pops like that. But that's what I said. I mean, for the amount of style-wise, build-wise, sculpt-wise, it's beautiful. But it's riddled with so many issues that, to me, it decreases the value of the figure tremendously. Got a double jointed knee as well, so you can get all the way back there. But they did a good job. I mean, for this to be the exact same mold over and over and over again, they did a really good job of breaking it up and giving them enough of a difference on each one to really make it worthwhile. So, I mean, like I said, I dig it. I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say it. I like them. They have flaws. I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass and tell you that this is the greatest thing ever. But yeah, they're really good figures. Very good posability. Very nice look. And to me, I mean, if this is your style of collecting, if you're like me and you like that stylized look, and this is something that's up your alley, I highly recommend doing it. Right now, the 3-pack set is selling for about $130 on eBay. So if I know there's one on there for sure right now. There's a few clowns out there who have them priced at like $900. They'll never see that in a million years. I don't care how hard they try or how long they post it. They may as well plan their funeral in the process, because it's not going to happen. But yeah, if you could find them for like $130 for the 3-pack and maybe $50 for the Skywarp, then I highly recommend picking them up. I mean, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this. They're very fun to play with. The transformations, again, I didn't even have to look at the instructions. They're very, very, not simple, but it's very intuitive, and it's fun to transform. It's like solving a puzzle, you know, and that's one of my favorite parts of collecting Transformers. Also, real quick, just for another size comparison, I do have my old classics, my classic Seekers, which is what I bought these guys to replace. So there's classic Skywarp next to the iGear Skywarp, just to give you another size comparison, so you can know exactly, you know, about how much larger of a figure you're going to be getting, in case this is something you want to look into. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got to say about these figures. I mean, I really like them. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope this helps you to make an informed decision at some point if you do come across these and, you know, you decide you might want to pick them up. They look good next to Make Toys products. They look good next to like Mastermind Creation products. So if that's your bag, I highly recommend getting these. All right. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me in my room, in my living room. Thank you for subscribing. Please share the video if you like it and you know you somebody else who might be interested in it. I appreciate all the support I can get. And on that note, man, peace.